Hello guys, in today's video I'll be teaching you guys about what? Sentimental analysis. We have fundamental analysis, we have technical analysis, but for this particular video I want to expose to you what sentimental analysis is and how you can use sentimental analysis to make so much money in the trading industry. Okay, now first of all, let's go in. What is sentimental? When we talk about sentimental, what comes into your mind? Now, sentimental has to do with personality. It has to do with personality. Personality. All right, how you foresee things. That uniqueness, that's your own decision, what you feel it is right or what you feel it is okay. For example, now let's just go into taking a trade. For instance, this is a market. All right, we just broke structure to the upside, we have break of structure, that is boss. All right, so market is retracing, and this area is what we call our demand area, demand level. This is where we want to wait for price to come, tap our orders and go to give us profit. All right, now everybody is waiting here, but you decide to say, oh, I don't want to wait at this point. Let's say this level, let's say this point is $100, this place is 50, this place is 20, this place is 10, this is 0, maybe this place is 5. These are price range. Somebody can say, okay, at this level, which is 5, I want if price come here, then I buy. That is what people are saying. They want to buy at what? $5. You can say, okay, I don't know if price will actually get to this point, but anywhere from $10, I want to buy. That is sentimental. Nobody told you that. You on your own took that decision by your own self. It is what you feel that at $10, I want to buy that product. If it goes down to $5, fine, no problem. But once price eventually get to $10, I'm buying. That is what? Sentimental. You took that decision on your own. It is personal. It is unique. So that process of being unique, of being systematic, of being so personal when it comes to making decision is what we call what? Sentimental analysis. All right, sentimental analysis. Now, before you talk about sentimental analysis, you must know fundamental and what? Technical. Yes, it is very important. You must have a good knowledge of fundamental and technical analysis before you talk about what? Sentimental analysis. Because fundamental analysis has to do with the readings, has to do with the news, has to do with the event, has to do with the research concerning a product. Let's take, for instance, you want to buy gold, you want to make research. Is there any economic news that will affect gold, the price of gold to rise or to fall? That is fundamental. If you're trying to check news to understand if any economic event can affect the price of gold, that is fundamental. That's analysis, fundamental analysis. Then technical analysis is simply the analysis you do in a chart, which usually have your structure, market structure. All right, so when you know fundamental and you know technical, then sentimental trading or analysis becomes easy because you already have the full knowledge of a technical analyst, knowing fully well that the best place to buy a product is at demand level, and then the best place to sell a product is at what supply levels or zone. You understand? So in that supply or demand zones, you can now be what sentimental to choose anywhere. We call it zone. Zone is something that is very large. We know that in this area buying makes sense. Okay, but now, should I buy here, or should I buy in this place, or should I buy in this place, or should I buy at the last part? That becomes what sentimental. Nobody needs to tell you about that. You're the one to take that decision based on your capital, your risk tolerance, how you feel that the trade will go, maybe based on emotion, or it can be like, I don't want to miss the trade, so let me just stay with these guys. But we know that this whole zone has to do with what buying opportunities. You can buy anywhere there, but that ability for you to choose and say, I want to buy specifically at this point, is what we call what sentimental analysis. You have to understand fundamental, technical, before you can be able to make use of what sentimental analysis. That is it, as simple and short for today's class. Guys, if you have any question concerning sentimental analysis, please do well to message on the comments. I will check and then I will respond to all your personal and private or public questions. Thank you very much for following me to this end. God bless you. I love you.